because they have lost their self-confidence, they have lost their self-value, so they want to get others so that they start to attack others. Find this a situation that always complain. Poor people, rich people build selfhood. They are focused on themselves. They focus on what can I do, what can I build, and when they are building a community of rich and great people, independent thinkers. So if you want to be rich, then you have to follow these attitudes of the rich. But if you are thinking this way, like you liberated concerning the poor, that means you are not going to be rich. Number 10, poor people are defensive. They always have something to protect. I was amazed when I was doing the research for this masterpiece book I came out with, Awaken Genius. I realized that everybody was born a genius, but the problem is there are two types of genius. Very soon I will start this special education on Advanced Community International. Eli, if you have not liked that page, search on YouTube, you find it, Advanced Community International, and subscribe to it, because soon I'm going to share practical and special education that is not found in mainstream there. Now, in my research, I realized that everybody is born a genius, but the problem is this: there are two kinds of genius. We have defensive genius and redemptive genius. A defensive genius may have one good thing they have noticed, and that is all they pride themselves with, and all the time they use it to defend other areas that they average. Oh, when you tell them that you spend that money, you can do this, to say yes, I can get it all the time. When you tell them, this character is not going to help you, say, hey, that is who I am. They're defensive, they try to protect a standard. But redemptive juniors, they are people that use the intelligence they have used to overcome a particular area of their life, that have become, they have made them resourceful in that area. They use that same intelligence to redeem other areas they average. So at the end, they become complete. I have three great mentors personally. And when I mention that, you can know that these are redemptive. These are people that continually outdo themselves. Think of Pastor Chris. When we talk about ministry, intelligence, advancement, civilization, when it comes to the church, there is none like him. Then the second one I'm talking about is in terms of science and psychology, I talk about Tony Robbins. There are so many great teachers, great speakers, great psychologists, and people out there, but you can't compare it to Tony Robbins, because this is a man that always outdo himself. He is a redemptive genius, a defensive genius. Come to the word technology. Think of somebody like Elon Musk. Look at the things Elon is doing, even though he's one guy that is most criticized, because the guy is damn genius. He's redemptive. He can be everything, can go as low as hell and go as high as heaven. Enthusiastic and getting things done. He's using cutting edge technology, breaking through for mankind in terms of technology. These are three people only I've mentioned. There are rest of others who are, I was doing a research and I found out why the name Tesla. I realized that there was a great scientist that was called Tesla. He was innovating this, but you see, the problem was he was a defensive genius. His character, he couldn't use his intellect to redeem himself from the mediocre mindset he has. So he died poor, even though he has incredible, mind-boggling, and wild and unimaginable imaginations. None couldn't realize because of his defensiveness. Now, number 11. You can stop the numbers, put out the point. That's what matters. Poor people are interested in events. They're always talking about what is happening. They're always talking about what has happened. They're always talking about people, places, what is going on, things, third party information, tertiary information that have been taken from the primary source, edited to the secondary, and then pass through filters to the tertiary, which is no information at all, but full of lies. By the time information gets to the tertiary stage, it is no more useful because it is somebody selling their idea, not the original thing. That is what poor people spend their time on. They are always talking about what is happening. They are always gossiping about their neighbor, gossiping about somebody, lambasting, criticizing, always talking about people, what they have done, what they have not done. Rich people think of ideas. They're always thinking of solving problems. They will see, why is this thing like that? They are intrigued by it. They are motivated by ideas. So when you are sitting with a rich guy, they ask you questions that talks about ideas. They ask you